Hi guys. Hello, hello. Hmm. I recorded something this morning, but I recorded it with my camera up straight, and then it was just after I woke up. I felt the calling to record something, and I didn't realize that the camera was the other way around. And maybe I should have just posted it, but I was like, no, let me see if I can re-record it. So the calling this morning was to talk about feminine and masculine energy, and realizing that whatever you are listening to out there, regardless what people are telling you how you're supposed to live your life, you know, this could be someone who you are listening on YouTube, or this could be someone who just signed up to mentorship. This is my case. That's why I'm actually kind of feeling like, okay, I should talk about this. Because I joined a while back, I joined this mentorship with a guy. This is a guy. And I do make very quick decisions. Like sometimes I feel it and I just feel like, okay, this is the right decision, and I do it. So I joined him, and then I started wondering why I did it, because, okay, I learned something from him. Don't get me wrong, I do learn from him. But then on the other side, I feel like things that he's teaching are taught in very masculine way. So, you know, get up early, get your exercise done, watch your macros, you know, and recently I met with someone from the group who joined him, and he was asking, hey, do you do those things? And I'm like, no, I don't do any of those things, because I think I needed to join that mentorship for a reason, and the reason was for me to realize what I am not supposed to be. It was like, I know that we all live in this masculine world, right? Because femininity was always perceived as something weak, and you know, we couldn't be so emotional, right? This wasn't the right way to live our lives, and we were automatically pushed into masculine energies. And my upbringing wasn't the best. That's why I stepped into masculine energy as well, because of the way I was raised. But then what's happening, and I'm talking about the female side, is a female in masculine energy. Actually, after a while, you start feeling like you are holding a weight of the whole world on your shoulders. And this is how I was feeling. And even my 9-to-5 job, you know, it's all the system, right? You need to sit down at 9 a.m. in front of your laptop until X amount, until that time. And then even though you have 1 hour break, but you still have to be on standby just in case something happens. So you are doing throughout the day, but then you actually forget to stop. You forget to connect with your heart. And I believe that my soul, that's why my soul pushed me into leaving this job, even without having a plan, actually. I left my job, and for very, very long time, I felt like I was stuck in this feeling of, well, do I have to do anything? You know, and now I am actually disconnecting from it, and I feel like I am more in that feminine flow. And that's what this mentorship actually was showing me that no, I lived that life before, and it didn't work out for me. That structure and having all day plan, like how I am supposed to do this, you know, according to the plan, it didn't work for me because I was disconnecting from that core energy, because my core energy is feminine energy. And I can tell you now, more I am in that feminine flow, I actually feel amazing. And that the guy that I mentioned to you, that I connected with someone from that group as well, and I said to him like, no, you know what, I'm trying to disconnect from being fully in masculine energy. And it's for me to choose what's right for me and what isn't right for me. And he said to me like, oh my God, you kind of gave me some information because I was struggling with certain things, and it's maybe because I need to also connect to that feminine energy. So you see, for guys it's the same, right? I mean, female, most of us in general, in core are feminine, and men are masculine at core. So that's what we are supposed to be, but we all have both energies, so you have to keep going into the like in my case to masculine energy, or for male to feminine energies as well. We need to connect with both energies, but we should stick with our core energy mainly. And I felt so overburned by being on in feminine energy. At some point I started feeling like something is not right in my life. And now, what I'm finding now, because I think I passed like three and a half months now after I left my job. At the beginning I was struggling, and then now I flipped on the other side, on the other hand, where I'm like super chilled, you know. I'm like taking my time with everything. I have my like naps during the day. I don't plan anything. I know what I'm supposed to do. But then I'm finding myself that without any structure, it doesn't work as well. So there needs to be a bit of this masculine energy in your life as well. Because if you're going to be just in feminine energy, then it feels like, okay, I'm doing specific things without, I'm still doing the work that I need to do without planning it. But it feels like I need to kind of sit down and look, okay, so what did you do today? Have I done any work? And then on the other hand, feels like, you know, I need to have a bit of plan of action during my day, because the next day I'm sitting and looking back and I'm like, well, I forgot to do this, I was supposed to do that, I was supposed to do that, and I haven't done any of those things. Because I was in my feminine flow on the other hand. So it's actually finding this balance, but it's for us to actually don't listen to people, what people are telling you to do. Because everyone is telling you from their own perspective how you're supposed to live your life. And it is for you to actually sit down and not figure this out with your head. No, figure it out, but with your heart. So feel into your heart. Connect with your heart. What does it feel? What is it right for you to do? What feels maybe not right? What feels good in that moment, or what would be best for you to do today, and live your life. Connect with what's inside of you. That's the way to do it, because we are all sitting in our heads, no? And I keep catching myself, hey, you know, I thought I should supposed to do that or that. It's all in the head, but it's time to drop into our hearts. Oh, I feel the energy actually when I say that. the message. That's the message, guys, for you. And for me as well. Connect to your heart. Because talking from experience, how I lived my life until I had my spiritual awakening, it was according to what people wanted me to do, wanted me to be. And I wasn't connecting to the truth inside of me. I wasn't saying what I really want, what my needs were. I wasn't putting any boundaries because they expected me to be something else. And more I am connecting with that truth inside of me, like who I really am. No one can tell me what to do. Yes, I can take advice from people and I can sit with this and feel into it, you know, and see if this is something what resonates with me and I would like to do it or not. It's the same with that mentorship. And I learn a lot from that guy. I do learn a lot from him. But I don't want to implement all what he is teaching because not all of it is for me. And if I, as a female, want to disconnect from that masculine world and connect more with my femininity, then it isn't the way to do things. For a male, maybe it's right, hey, fine. And I'm also in the human design, I'm a projector. And projectors are not supposed to hustle. Projectors, on top of it, are supposed to be kind of in this flow more, and attract more. So it feels like I should be actually connecting in my regular life in general because of the fact that I want to be in my feminine, but also the fact that I am projector. Connect more with that feminine side of me. And more I am doing, connecting to that feminine energy, not doing. And not doing, actually, I feel much, much better. I used to have horrible neck pain and back pain and like all over my arms here. And it's actually getting, every time, it's getting better and better. And I think because I'm releasing all those things that were stuck in me and I am more in that flow. So that's the message for you today. And I feel the energy from it. Since recently I started feeling like more energies in my body, especially like from my feet, because I heard that the energy goes from the bottom up. And as I was talking to you, like, hey, you know, it is your choice after all. I've been feeling that energy from now on. Ah. It's amazing. Remember, your life, it's your life. And you are the one who is creating it. And very often by the people that we are surrounded with, we are programmed to do the things the way they want us to do, and we don't want to show our true colors. We don't want to, or maybe even not that we don't want to, but we don't know that we can. And because we are putting a mask on to fit. For whatever reason, right? As kids, we put the mask on to keep safe, to survive, to fit, to be wanted, to be loved. And it continues throughout our lives. But then once you start seeing what's happening around you, that this isn't really you, and you start stripping those layers, then the true you reveals, and then people can't tell you what to do or how you're supposed to live your life. It is up to you to decide. This is your life, no one else's life. So live it as it is your life. And I'm not saying here to be rude or disrespectful or anything like that, no. Take your life in your hands and live your life. Start stripping the layers and see what's underneath. I am still on that discovery journey. And more I am doing it, more I am enjoying it. But it's challenging, you know, once people are telling you what to do, then to stand up for yourself and say no. It's actually very, very difficult. Even little things like, hey, people are calling, hey, let's go out and do this and that. And I'm like, no, but I need to do some work, for example. Even those little things just like this are challenging to do when you are not used to doing it, because you lived so many years by doing things what were expected from you, and now suddenly you want to be you. Something to think about. And like I said, like for me, it's more, the journey more now is about embracing my feminine side. But I need to find the balance between that feminine and masculine energy, where I know that I am mainly in that feminine flow, but I need to add a little bit of planning, because I am losing myself in that feminine on the other hand, where I am in complete flow. And don't take me wrong, it's amazing, it feels amazing, but I need to earn money, right? Some things need to be done. So it's finding this balance as well. And the same goes for male, because male also need to tap into feminine side on the other hand. So sometimes we need to allow ourselves to do it, because we are so like programmed to just do this, you know. See outside of the box and see what feels good for you. What's your way? Find your way. And find those moments where you just connect with your heart. That's super important, actually. Because we are so used to just doing and being in our heads. I hope this was helpful.